Magic World Championship decks and new preview cards from Lorwyn Eclipsed, as well as Marvel Superheroes, are making cards spike this week. Get all the details in part 1 of this 2-part supersized edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. This video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can order Avatar The Last Airbender products, pre-order Lorwyn Eclipse products, or find a vast number of other great items on their website. Remember, shipping is free in the US if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles. Just look in the description or comment section below for direct links to their site. Hey there, this is John from Heroes and Legends, and welcome to another edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. As I said in the cold open, the market is hot again this week. The results of the Magic World Championship Tournament have caused several standard cards to jump, and new preview cards from Lorwyn Eclipsed, as well as Marvel Superheroes, are having an impact on card prices too. There's so much movement in the secondary market that we're again doing a 2-part episode. In total, we'll be looking at the top 40 cold cards and the top 20 hot cards. Why so many cold cards? Well, the Final Fantasy scene boxes have been out for about a week now, and the prices of those cards are dropping fast as product is opened and circulated. As always, our lists are based on 2 pieces of criteria: the percentage change in the value of the cards, as well as the change in the number of sales from week to week. In this part, we'll be looking at the cold cards numbered 40 through 21, and the hot cards numbered 20 through 11. Then we'll return tomorrow to cover the rest. Quickly before we get started though, just a couple things. I do want to say thank you to 2 of the viewers who gave Super Thanks tips last week: Miguel Almendras and Todd Branch. Miguel, Todd, thank you for all of your support. The Super Thanks tip goes a really long way. I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate the support for the channel that you both give consistently. Thank you. And also, I want to say thank you to one of our Hero and Legend tier channel members, and that is Joseph Capitani. Joseph, thank you for all your support as well. I truly could not do this without viewers like yourself. Thank you again, Joseph. And now, without any further ado, let's get into it. We'll begin with the coldest cards of the week, part 1, and as I alluded a moment ago, most of the cards in the top 40 are newer cards from heavily open products like Avatar The Last Airbender. Many of them are from the Final Fantasy scene boxes too. However, I did not include cards from the Chocobo bundle, since that's a more expensive and exclusive product. Be aware though, the cards from that product are plummeting as well, but with fewer of them up for sale compared to scene box cards, there is more variance in pricing. Anyway, let's get started with number 40. Insight Engine, it's down $1.02 to $3.90. That's a 21% decrease. This is from the Edge of Eternity's Counterintelligence Commander deck. A few weeks ago, Ben Bateman made an Instagram reel discussing how Insight Engine could be used as a budget replacement for the One Ring and Blue Commander decks. That reel brought new attention to the card, and Insight Engine spiked aggressively. Now though hype is subsiding, players are learning that it might be a budget replacement for the One Ring in certain decks, but it sure isn't the One Ring. More copies have also hit the marketplace as sellers try to take advantage of the higher price point, and the extra inventory is also playing a role in this retraction. Moving down 28 spots this week to number 39, Wan Shi Tong, All Knowing. This is down $1.06 to $2.30, that's a 32% decrease. This is from the Avatar Jumpstart set, and here's an example of a new card dropping as more copies get into circulation. Moving down 29 spots this week to number 38, Katara Heroic Healer. This is down $1.21 to $2.79, that's a 30% decrease. This is from the Avatar Beginner box. Number 37, Norman Osborn / Green Goblin, down $1.43 to $5.13, that's a 22% decrease. Lots of Marvel Spider-Man packs have been opened recently too, so this is trending down. Number 36, Aang Swift Savior / Aang and La Ocean's Fury. This is down $1.47 to $4.90, that's a 23% decrease. Number 35, Mei and Zuko, down $1.49 to $5.83. That's a 20% decrease. This is the foil copy from the Avatar Tea Time at the Jasmine Dragon Scene box. Number 34, Earthshape, down $2.18 to $8.72. That's a 20% decrease. This is the foil copy from Avatar's The Black Sun Invasion Scene box. Moving down 29 spots this week to number 33, Long Shot Rebel Bowman, down $2.24 to $6. That's a 27% decrease. This is from the Avatar Jumpstart set. Last week, this was number 19 on the hot list. This week it checks in at number 32 on the cold list. Electro Assaulting Battery, down $2.33 to $8.99. That is a 21% decrease. This card from Marvel Spider-Man was spiking last week because it plays well with the firebending mechanic from Avatar The Last Airbender. It's still seeing a lot of Commander play with several cards from Avatar, but since Marvel Spider-Man is another recent set, the secondary market saw a big influx in copies of Electro for sale, leading to the retraction you see here. This was number 7 on the hot list last week. This week it arrives on the cold list at number 31, Title Barracuda. This is down $3.58 to $19.41. That's a 16% decrease. It's from the Commander 2020 Enhanced Evolution deck. This has been moving up in price because it's seen additional Commander play in decks around Firelord Azula from Avatar The Last Airbender. Again though, sellers are listing more copies of this to take advantage of the higher price point, and now it's beginning to retract. Number 30, Fire Nation Turret. This is down $4.28 to $16.65. That's a 21% decrease. We're looking at the foil copy from Avatar's The Black Sun Invasion Scene Box. 29, Toph Greatest Earthbender. Down $6.42 this week to $22.56. That's a 22% decrease. And this is the foil copy from the Avatar Tea Time at the Jasmine Dragon Scene Box. Number 28, Wan Shi Tong Librarian, down $8.16 to $42. That's a 16% decrease. Last week, this was number 11 on the hot list. This week, it's number 27 on the cold list. Vivi Ornithir, down $8.19 to $29.99. That is a 22% decrease. This lost value when it was banned in Standard, but last week it rebounded some when players grabbed copies during Black Friday sales, since Vivi is still a very good Commander card. This week though, Vivi slides back down as copies are replenished in the marketplace. Number 26, Curse Scroll, down $9.97 to $40.02. That's a 20% decrease. This reserve list card has been hot since it's a very highly played pre-modern card. It's found in some big decks there like Burn, Pit Rack, as well as other rack builds, Mono Black Aggro, and White Weenie for example. This week it retracts some due to extra copies going up for sale, but I've said it before. Even though Curse Scroll may have its ups and downs, keep an eye on it. I wouldn't be surprised if it continues to climb over time. Number 25, Badger Mole Cub, down $12.65 to $62.78. That's a 17% decrease. This is seeing a ton of play in multiple formats, but there are a couple reasons it's moving down this week. First, there are a lot of copies of it getting into circulation since it is a new card from Avatar The Last Airbender. Secondly, it performed well in the Temur Floodcaller Combo Otter Standard deck at the World Championship last week, but even though 2 copies of that deck made the top 8, the overall consensus was that it underperformed expectations and was overshadowed by Izzet Lessons. That build took 4 of the 8 spots and was the winning deck overall. Number 24, Vivi's Persistence, down $26.10 to $33.88. That's a 44% decrease. This is the foil copy from the Final Fantasy IX, the Siege of Alexandria Scene Box. The rest of our cold cards are all from Final Fantasy Scene Boxes, and they're falling fast. So by the time you see this video, they may be even lower than the price on the screen. Number 23, Renoa Angel Wing, down $32.51 to $6.28 for an 84% decrease. This is the foil copy from the Final Fantasy VIII Children of Fate Scene Box. Number 22, Edea Possessed Sorceress. This is down $35.07 to $14.91. That's a 70% decrease. It's another foil copy from the Final Fantasy VIII Children of the Fate Scene Box. And coming in at number 21, Brilliant Wings, down $35.35 to $13.55. That's a 72% decrease. This is the foil copy from the Final Fantasy IX, the Siege of Alexandria Scene Box. Alright, we're going to come back to the top 20 cold cards in our part 2 video tomorrow. However, let's jump into the hot cards of the week. In part 1, we'll see 20 through 11, so let's get started with number 20. Glarb Calamity's Augur, up $1.02 to $4.84. That's a 27% increase. This is moving up because it's appearing in standard Reanimator builds. In fact, one of those builds made the top 8 of the World Championship tournament last week, and it was running 2 copies of Glarb in the sideboard. Additionally, this is a fairly popular commander in both 1v1 duel as well as regular commander, and it appears in the 99 of builds in both formats as well. In 1v1 duel commander, you see this in decks around the Wandering Minstrel, and in regular commander, it's in builds around cards like Taval the Balanced Scale and Sidisi Blood Tyrant, for example, but standard is the key driver for this price jump. 19. Splash Portal. This is up $1.34 to $2.03. That's a 194% increase. The new standard meta is pushing the price of this card too. You see Splash Portal in the popular Is It Prowess deck there, and it also appears in Simic as well as Teamer Flood Color combo Otters. Additionally, this is also seeing some increased commander play now around a couple new cards, including Wan Shi Tong All Knowing and Heibai Forest Guardian from the Avatar The Last Airbender Jumpstart set. Number 18, Tyvar the Pummeler, up $1.38 to $4.36. That's a 46% increase. Standard is again one of the drivers for this price spike. You can find Tyvar in the popular Simic aggro decks there. It's also in Simic mid-range. Plus, this is seeing some additional commander play now and builds around Jackal, Genius Geneticist from Marvel Spider-Man. However, there is another reason Tyvar the Pummeler is climbing right now. This week we got a preview card from Lorwyn Eclipse that has some already specking on key elf cards. That preview card is High Perfect Morcant, and this is not the last time you'll hear this card mentioned in our top 20. Number 17, Ifara, God of the Polis from Born of the Gods. It's up $1.41 to $7.70 for a 22% increase. This is a fairly popular commander, but now it's seeing a lot more play in the format thanks to a couple new cards from a recent Secret Lair. Ifara is appearing in partner commander builds around Atreus Impulsive Son and Kratos Stoic Father from the Sony God of War Norse Secret Lair. Number 16, Perforos Bronze Blooded. It's up $1.56 to $7.11. That's a 28% increase. This is another card moving up because it is appearing in those new partner commander builds around Atreus Impulsive Son and Kratos Stoic Father from the Sony God of War Norse Secret Lair. Quickly before we get to number 15, just a fast reminder, this video is sponsored by Flipside Gaming. Check out flipsidegaming.com for all your gaming needs. Right now you can order Avatar The Last Airbender products, you can pre-order Lorwyn Eclipse products as well, or find any number of other great items on their website, magic related or otherwise. Remember, if your order is over $100 or consists only of singles, shipping will be free in the US, and if you're looking for a direct link to their site, just check out the description or the comments section below. I do have links posted in both of those places. And now, without any further ado, let's get to number 15, Unsettled Mariner from Modern Horizons. It's up $1.58 to $5.89. That's a 37% increase. Third verse, same as the first. Here's another card moving up because of the additional commander play it's seeing in builds around new cards. The most popular deck is around the partner commanders Atreus Impulsive Son and Kratos Stoic Father from the Sony God of War Norse Secret Lair, but Unsettled Mariner is also in builds around some other new cards, including Katara the Fearless from Avatar The Last Airbender, and the Destined Warrior from the Final Fantasy Garland at the Chaos Shrine Scene Box. Moving up one spot this week to number 14, Psychotog from Odyssey, up $1.73 to $10.72. That's a 19% increase. The pre-modern format has had a larger impact on card prices in recent months. This gets a good amount of play there. It's in the pre-modern deck named after it, of course, Psychotog. Plus, it's found in other builds like Full English Breakfast and Groatog, for example. Coming in at number 13, Accumulate Wisdom, up $1.84 to $2.42. That's a 317% increase. This is spiking because of its performance in the Magic World Championship tournament last week. It's a key card in the standard Is It Lessons build that took the tournament by storm. 4 of those decks were in the top 8, and the final was an Is It Lessons mirror match. Basically, this is Ancestral Recall quite frequently in those builds with Grant from Avatar and lots of Lessons spells. It's also in the Teamer Lessons deck, but the Isn't one is far more popular. It can be found as a 1-of in the sideboard of Pioneer Is It Prowess as well. Additionally, Accumulate Wisdom is in several commander builds. The 2 most popular decks running it are around Iroh Grand Lotus and Avatar Aang / Aang Master of Elements from Avatar The Last Airbender. Number 12, Raise the Palisade. This is up $2.43 to $13.57. That's a 22% increase. This is from the Lord of the Rings, Tales of Middle-earth, Elven Council Commander deck. It's moving up now due to the increased commander play it's been getting around new cards. This is found in ally builds around Sokka Tenacious Tactician and Katara the Fearless from Avatar The Last Airbender. Plus, Raise the Palisade is also appearing in God decks around everyone's favorite partner commanders, Atreus Impulsive Son, and Kratos Stoic Father from the Sony God of War Norse Secret Lair. And moving down one spot this week to number 11, The Legend of Kuruk. This is up $2.45 to $13. It's a 23% increase. Here we have another card being driven in part by the new standard meta. It appeared in the 2 Temur Flood Color Combo Otters decks that made the top 8 at the Magic World Championship last week, and it was in one of the Is It Lessons decks there too. Additionally, the Legend of Kuruk shows up in standard Dimir self-bounce as well. It's also getting a good amount of commander play. The 2 heaviest played decks you see it in are built around a couple cards from Avatar The Last Airbender, Avatar Aang/Aang Master of Elements, and Iroh Grand Lotus. Okay, that's going to do it for part 1 of this special 2-part edition of the Magic the Gathering Market Watch. We're going to be back real soon, as early as tomorrow, to look at the rest of the cards. You'll see the top 20 cold cards and the top 10 hot cards. Until then though, hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please give us a like and subscribe, and have a great day. Hey, thanks for watching. This video is made possible through the generous support of viewers like you on Patreon. Check out the description below for links to our Patreon page as well as our Amazon affiliate store, where a small percentage of all sales will also help support the channel. Finally, if you haven't had a chance yet to subscribe, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of the new videos on Heroes and Legends. Talk to you again soon, and have a great day.